In this episode, I'm gonna explain about our solar system episode 3. First, Jupiter. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun and the largest in the solar system. It is a gas giant with a mass more than 2.5 times that of all the other planets in the solar combined, but slightly less than 1,000th the mass of the Sun. Jupiter is the third brightest natural object in the Earth's night sky after the Moon and Venus. People have been observing it since prehistoric times. It was named after the Roman god Jupiter, the king of the gods, because of its observed size. Jupiter is primarily composed of hydrogen, but helium consists of one quarter of its mass. Number 2, Saturn. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun and the second largest in the solar system after Jupiter. It is a gas giant with an average radius of about 9.5 times that of Earth. It only has one gas of the average density of Earth. The Saturn can float on the oceans because it has less density. Saturn is named after the Roman god of the wealth and agriculture. Its astronomical symbol has been traced back to the Greek Oxyophis Piraeus, where it can be seen in the Greek Kaparo, which a crossbar has an observer the Greeks named for the planet. It later come to look at a lowercase Greek with cross added to the top in the 16th century. The planet's most notable feature it is prominent ring system, which is composed mainly of ice particles with a small amount of rocky debris and dust. At least 83 moons are known as to orbit Saturn, of which 53 are officially named. This does not include to the hundreds of moonlights in its rings. It is only has one-eighth the average density of Earth, however, which it is larger volume. Saturn is over 95. Number 3, Uranus. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun. Its name is a reference to the Greek god of the sky. Uranus, who, according to Greek mythology, was the great grandfather of Eros, Mars, great grandfather to the Jesus, Jupiter, and father of the crown, Saturn. It has the third largest planetary radius and fourth largest planetary mass in the solar system. Uranus is similar in the composition to Neptune, and both have a black chemical compositions which differ from that of the larger gas giants Jupiter and Saturn. For these reasons, scientists often classify Jupiter and Uranus and Neptune as ice giants to distinguish them from other giant planets. Uranus' atmosphere is similar to Jupiter's and Saturn's in it is primarily composition of hydrogen. Number 4, Neptune. Neptune is the eighth and farthest known solar planet from the Sun. In the solar system, it is the fourth largest planet by diameter, the third most massive planet, and the densest giant planet. It is 17 times the mass of Earth, slightly more massive than its near twin Uranus. Neptune is denser and physically smaller than Uranus because its greater mass causes more gravitational compression of its atmosphere. The planet orbits the Sun once every 164.8 years at an average distance of 30.1 AU for 4.5 billion kilometers, 2.8 billion miles. It is named after the Roman god of the sea and has the astronomical symbol representing Neptune's trident, a second symbol, and LV Morgan from Leverrier Aurus to the H Morgan. Neptune is not visible to the unaided eye and is the only planet in the solar system founded by mathematical prediction rather than the empirical observation, and accepted changes in orbit of Uranus was never much used outside of France and now it is archaic.
Why Pluto is called draft planet?
Why Pluto is called dwarf planet? Because it has not cleared the neighborhood around its orbit. Pluto is considered a dwarf planet. It orbits in a disk-like zone behind the orbit of Neptune called the Kepler belt, a desert region polluted with frozen bodies left over from the solar
Okay
system.
guys, time's up. Thanks for watching my video. We have completed our first chapter. Please subscribe our channel Mr.